UFC 269 this weekend, stacked card from top to bottom. I told you I'll be doing plenty of breakdowns and picks from now on my YouTube channel. We're keeping it raw. You know what I mean? We're going to just straight shoot it. There's so many fights on this card. I can't talk about all of them. I don't want to keep it going for too long, these videos. So I'm going to get the Bam Bam's fight, Kai Kara-France, Sean O'Malley's fight, and the Cohen main event. Let's start off with Bam Bam. Bam Bam, always fun to watch. I'm predicting we'll be seeing the Shuey after this one. I think it's going to be a finish. I know his opponent does like to sort of fight at range, you know what I mean? He doesn't, just always want to sit in the pocket. He'll choose when he wants to sit in the pocket. He likes to, exit and stay at a bit of a range and exit certain ways. And that's why I feel like Bam Bam might catch him on a second phase. And when I say second phase, I feel like that's going to be Bam Bam going to come. He does this really well where he comes forward and he'll throw a couple of shots and then follow up with shots. So the second phase, whether I think it's Saki. Am I saying that right? Name the name right? He's going to exit a certain way as he goes. He's going to try and frame it, and on the turn as he's trying to exit, I feel like a 2-3 or or something like that, or a switch stance 2-3 the other side might happen, and that's where Bam Bam could catch him. So I feel like he'll catch him on the second phase. So he'll sort of blitz in because he does that pretty good as he's trying to exit or as he's trying to be on the back foot a little bit to make space. That's where Bam Bam's going to catch him. And I feel like it's going to be an earlier finish. So I don't know what that's paying. But I'm going to have a bias, right, for my boys, whoever's on my team and Australians and whatnot. So just remember that. But in saying that, I feel like this is a pretty safe bet because Bam Bam knows how to put people away. And I feel the money will be worth the finish in the early rounds. I'll say first round finish, first round KO. That's my prediction for that one. Let's go to Sean O'Malley. Sean O'Malley, obviously he's doing big things. He's a smart man. He's not going out there. I'm sure he could get bigger fights if he wants, but he's talked about waiting for the right money for that, waiting for the new contract before he starts doing that. Right now he's a very calculated fighter. A lot of people watch him fight and just think he just throws flashy stuff. They know he's good, but he doesn't have heaps. He doesn't have good competition, and he's. You know what I mean? That flashy stuff won't work on someone else, which some of that may be true. But he sets up these flashy attacks very well. He's got very good movement. He blends in these attacks. He fakes a lot. And these fakes he does and the way he disguises some of his attacks, he blends in his flashy kicks in very well as well. So he can, from his setups that he does, when he's setting traps and all that, he can blend his... Well, he could use his, big finishes as a part of these setups. You know what I mean? So a lot of people, they will set up, they set traps and get a nice big right hand or a big hook or something like that. It's very hard to land a spinning kick, off setting them up, direct them a certain way or something like that. But he's the type of guy that can do it. He could, see a person, he's always exiting the same way, or he's just trying to find the back foot. So he will, he'll blitz in a little bit, finish with a spin kick, knowing that they're going to exit right into wherever he's going and things like that. And he's always looking for the big finish. That's what's pretty special about him. He's all about the big moment, looking for the big moment, which is pretty special. But I mean, as I was saying before, when the high, once you start fighting, the higher caliber fighters, that's going to be a little bit harder. But in saying that, he moves very well, and I do see him rising to the top pretty quickly. So I think he's going to be too much. I think this guy's fighting is ranked, which does seem like a step up, but I still feel like this is definitely an easy win for Sean O'Malley. I think this guy's tough, but 3-rounders, I think he does enough if he survives. I would probably go for a finish, even though this guy's tough. I think Sean O'Malley can get the finish. I don't know what's paying, whether it's worth betting on. I don't know. Can you bet on the upset? If you are going to bet on the upset, bet on it for maybe a decision. Maybe does he somehow slow him and down a little bit and win that second and third round? Maybe I don't know if I can see that. Or is there value in the money for the finish in the first round or second round? I don't know if it is, because this guy is tough. But I feel like percentage wise, the chances are Sean O'Malley's going to go out there, do his thing, and have a big moment that he's looking for. Let's move on to Kai Kara-France, Cody Garbrandt. Again, there's going to be a bias, right? Kai's my boy, but there'll be a bias because I know the guy. I've seen him train. I know how hard he works. I know his skill level. So there's a bias that's sort of, there's knowledge behind it at the same time. But, I don't know enough about Cody Garbrandt. I do know a bit. We all know he gets emotional. We all know he's fast. We all know, he likes to, when people come in and start an engagement, he likes to fire big shots. Usually sort of loops them a little bit, but fast, yeah, very, very fast. But I feel like, I don't want to give too much away, you know what I mean? But I'm sure they've got a good game plan, and this is just where I can see him catching him. I can see him catching him on a second phase. I'm going to say use that second phase again. I feel like he's going to step in, whether it's a 1-2 or something like that, and a step over roll under these looping punches and come over with a left hand overhand right. So overhand left, sorry. How do you want to say that? Overhand left, my bad. So he's going to throw the right and then step as he's rolling, come over. I feel like Cody could be open for that because once Kai comes in, he's going to try and bully him and try and use his power and put him away. I feel like Kai might get under that and catch him with that left overhand right. So if that comes, I'm going to look like an absolute genius. So that's what I'll say. I reckon because he's my boy, we're going to bet for a finish. I think that'll pay pretty well as well. Maybe even a first round finish. Early 1, 2, or even 3, I can see him finishing, but I'm going to give it to my boy Kai Kara-France. But remember, he is my boy. If you think I'm being too biased and you don't want to bet on it, that's on you. But I can see the finish. Let's go, Kai. Let's go, Bam Bam. Again, I'm going to be betting for all the boys, all the people from the Anzacs and whatnot, this area, this side of the world. But mate, this is a great card from top to bottom. There's so much. Josh Emmett's fighting Dan Ige. Oh, mate, I can keep going. But let's go to the co-main and main event. Amanda Nunes and Juliana Pena. Yeah, man. Betting wise, is it even worth betting? We all know that Amanda's always going to be a safe bet. Now let's break it down a little bit and see where Pena, what's her direction. All right, I'm going to say where I feel like the direction for her to at least try and go. Will it be enough? I still don't think it will be. But the direction, I know that their camp and Michael Chiesa, Brady Haystand, he was on the Ultimate Fighter with us. Shout out to them guys. They and Julia Pena, they do a lot of wall work wrestling. They're very strong. They work. They're grinders on the wall and that type of stuff. So I believe that is the route to, if there's any success, that is a route to success for Pena. Whether she, I think she needs to be careful looking for the clinch. She can't. I've seen her be a bit aggressive and just blitz her way in with punches. I feel like she'll get caught if she does that. She needs to be very careful in her approach to how she gets to the clinch. But the clinch is the direction for her. And I think, whether she wants to slow her down and, maybe the later rounds, can she get a finish later rounds? I think that's going to be hard. Can she win a decision through grinding Amanda out and whatnot? This is a hard task. Do you want to take it to the ground? I know Pena's a good on the ground, but Amanda Nunes, a black belt, she's so strong. Her body awareness, that's why it's going to be hard even on the wall, because, even if Amanda doesn't do any wall, her body awareness, she's so strong. She just knows where she needs to be, and you know what I mean. Like the body mechanics, if you know what I mean. She just knows where to be, and she's too strong, and she's going to be hard no matter where it goes, especially when it goes on the ground and on the feet, and she's dangerous. Do I see Pena catching her? No. I see Amanda catching Pena. So, again, is that worth betting on? I don't know what's paying. That's just a breakdown. My pick is going to be Amanda Nunes. So I'm picking Amanda Nunes. And then the main event, Poirier and Charles Oliveira. Earlier this week, I did... because I didn't do enough research on Charles Oliveira. I've watched a bit of him, but not enough. And I still haven't watched enough. But, my prediction was Poirier, and I thought pretty convincingly. I did a bit of research, just a little bit of study on Charles. Not much, but enough to know that we all know that he's dangerous, right? We all know that he can finish standing and finish on the ground. And he's a finisher. So he's looking for the finishers. So that's when you know they're always going to be dangerous. Can he catch Poirier? 100%. Poirier really likes to to bang as well. He's calculated, he's clever, but I still feel sometimes in his combos, like, he likes it once he starts getting going and he starts doubling up right hooks or left hooks, and he starts. He doesn't go. I wouldn't say he goes headhunting, but he likes to chain some combos together. And Charles Oliveira, from what I've seen, he's always well balanced. His fundamentals are really good. He's always well based, and he's always in a powerful position. He's always looking for the counter as you're coming in. So he's the type of guy, as you're stepping in for a jab to throw the two, he's already sitting down on a well balanced, powerful hook and catching you coming in, before you throw the two or as you're landing the jab and things like that. So I can see him catching Poirier maybe even early, or as the exchanges start to happen. Even when I feel Poirier might get a bit more comfortable, I feel like Charles Oliveira can definitely catch him. And if he catches him and hurts him, Poirier, we've seen him shoot when he's in a bit of trouble. Does he leave the neck there for Charles Oliveira? Yeah, mate, you leave the neck there for Charles Oliveira, that's game over. And he's always looking for the finish. That's him. He's, as you're going there, he's really good at actually the clinch work as well. He's really good at getting the body lock and shooting doubles. Again, his fundamentals of the game, and he's really good at playing what's in front of him. Sometimes in their shots, and then boom, the perfect shots there. So he could get the fight to the ground as well. But again, I say this, I'm talking Charles Oliveira because I'm not really changing my prediction. I still think Poirier wins. Now let's talk picks, yeah? Betting picks. Value for money, I think the value is in Charles Oliveira for a finish in the first 2 rounds. Or whether you just go finish, because the first 3 rounds, I feel like he can finish him 1-2 in the first or second round. I think the value for the money will be pretty good there, and that's worth a bet. My prediction, who's going to win? I think it's going to be Dustin Poirier. So that's what I'm going to say. I'm going to leave you pick if you want to make the money on that main event. Maybe Charles Oliveira 1 or 2. If you want to play a safe bet, we're going to bet on Poirier for the win. That is my predictions and picks for the fight. Again, it's a cracker card from top to bottom. You do not want to miss it. I'm going to be doing plenty more of these in detail prediction picks. I'm loving it. I'm enjoying it, and I'm going to do more. I'm going to be consistent, so make sure you tune in. Like, subscribe, do all the shit. You know what to do. Love yous. Leave yous.